Hey guys, what's up? Today I want to show you my Stamina Dragonknight dual-wield PvP build for the High ISIL chapter. It focuses a lot on sustain, mobility and dot pressure. So, first off, I play still as a Nord. I've put 34 points into health, 30 into stamina to reach a solid amount of health here. That's our unbuffed recovery. Doesn't seem to be very high, but fully buffed we can reach some decent numbers here. About 2k stamina recovery and 1.4k magicka recovery. We have a bit more than 4.5k weapon damage, which goes up to 5.8k fully buffed. Doesn't seem to be high, but we get some damage multipliers, so don't be afraid of that. Since we don't run Malakav on that build, I decided to use the Thief Manus to get some extra crit chance. If you want to focus more on raw damage or something else, you can replace it. It's just my personal preference. And I still use the Artaeum takeaway broth. Okay, now let's see what I'm running. So the first piece is a one-piece bear log. If you feel like you need more recovery for whatever reason, you can replace it with one piece of Magma's Incarnate or Bloodspawn, for example. Magma's Incarnate offers stamina and magicka recovery, so it's pretty good here. Best in slot if you need recovery. On the body and active on both bars, I use Essence Thief. It offers a lot of stamina sustain, and I mean really a lot of stamina sustain. Even if you get only every second pull, it is still something like 400 stamina recovery. But in addition to that, it offers a 10% damage multiplier, so we hit like having 6.5k and more weapon damage. I also use it on the jewelry, both infused with a weapon damage enchantment. To get even more weapon damage and resistances, I decided to use Marking Ring of Majesty. Also infused with a weapon damage enchantment. Our next set is Wretched Vitality. To get the most stats out of it, I use a reinforced chest and a light sash in Impen. On the back bar I use a Nirnhorn sword, but you should go for Powered. It's better because it increases our burst heal. Next I use a sturdy shield, but you can go reinforced if you prefer more resistances. And I use the double dot poisons here. So, on the front bar I use a Nirnhorn Maul of the Master to increase my weapon damage. And on the offhand I use a Charged Maul to increase the chance to apply status effects, which fits perfectly with our combustion passive. So we can literally spam status effects, and we have a lot of different ones of it. Now to the skills. I use Blood Craze as my spammable. It deals decent damage, heals us over time and has a high chance to apply the bleeding status effect. The bleeding status effect deals also damage over time and debuffs your opponents with minor mangle, which decreases the opponent's max HP by 10%. Whirling Blades is our execute and can also apply a status effect, followed by Flames of Oblivion to increase our overall damage and our crit chance, Noxious Breath, and Molten Armaments to buff us with major and minor brutality. Our ultimate here is Ferocious Leap. It grants us a high damage shield and increases our survivability a lot when we are under pressure. On the back bar I use Reverberating Bash to have a decent stun, followed by Rise Against Time as our mobility tool, and mainly here to activate both bonuses of Wretched Vitality. With this patch I decided to switch to Hardened Armor. Its damage shield is just too good. Resolving Vigor is my heal over time. And Coagulating Blood is my burst heal. My defensive ultimate is still Spell Wall. Now to the champion points. I use Steel Thaumaturge, Master at Arms, Resilience, and instead of Biting Aura, I use Force of Nature now. Since we have always 3 to 5 status effects active on our opponents, it is an absolute must-have here. It grants us 2.7 to 4.5k penetration. That's a huge damage buff. And the red ones here are still the same as before. And yeah, that's the build. Hope you like it and see you next time.